Okay, so hello guys and welcome to today's video. Now in this video, what I'm going to cover is how to play in all 12 keys. Now for some of us that are, we are fairly familiar with the keyboard, one of the problems we have when we're starting off is, okay, how do I get to play in all 12 keys? And the thing is, majority of us, if not all of us, that fall into or have this problem, you see, we could always play in one key. So because we can play in one key, in today's video, what I'm going to show you is how from that one key, you can play in all the 12 keys. So let's get into it. Okay, so since you can all play in one key, so if we use how we learn how to play in that one key, then technically using that knowledge we can then play in all 12, and I'll break it down for you. So at first, right, the first thing we know, let's say I'm going to use the key of C, so C, key of C, right? So if, for me, for example, I started with the key of C. So the first thing I learned was what? Tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 semitone. So you know that from one note to the next note, one tone, another tone, a semitone, tone, 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 semitone. So we know that. And then once we learned tone, 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 semitone stuff, right? The next thing we learned was chords. So we learned that, okay, a major chord is a 1, 3, 5. So C major chord, 1, the 3rd, and the 5th. We learned that's a C major chord. Now, we learned how to make a minor chord as well. So if we want to make a minor chord, instead of playing the 3rd, we play the 2 sharp, right? So 1, the 2 sharp, and the 5. So if we know how to make a major chord, and then we know how to make a minor chord, you see, to play in all 12 keys, basically, is like this. If you learn all the major chords for all the 12 notes, right? And then all the minor chords for all 12 notes, right? In these different combinations, you have your 12 keys. So, let me explain. So, let's take the key of, let's say F sharp, okay? So F sharp. So let's work out with tone, tone, semitone what the numbers are going to be, or what the notes are going to be. So you know this is F sharp. So a tone from F sharp is going to get you to A flat. A tone from A flat is going to take you to B flat. A semitone from B flat is going to take you to B. A tone from B is going to take you to C sharp. A tone from C sharp is going to take you to E flat. And then a tone from E flat is going to take you to F. And then a semitone from F is going to take you to F sharp. So we've done the tone, tone, semitone now of it. So now let's go over what the notes are again. So F sharp, A flat, B flat, B, C sharp, E flat, F, F sharp. So we know the notes now. So remember also that we know that for the 1, the 4, and the 5, we play major chords. And then the 2, 3, 6, and the 7, you basically play a minor chord, right? So now let's break it down for what's it going to be. So if we're going to play F sharp major chord, it's the 1, the 3, and the 5. If we're going to play A flat minor chord, it's going to be the 1, the 2 sharp, and the 5. If we're gonna play A sharp or B flat minor, it's gonna be a 1, 2 sharp, and 5. Then we're gonna play a B, which is the 4. We're gonna play a major, 1, 3, 5. Then for the C sharp, we're going to play major again. So 1, 3, 5. Now for the E flat, which is the 6, we play a minor. So 1, 2 sharp, 5. Then for the F, we play a minor. It's on the 7. So 1, 2 sharp, 5. Or theoretically, it's supposed to be minor flat 5. So you flat the 5. So there. And then F sharp again, which is going to be a major. So now let's try and do it all in sequence. So F sharp major, A flat minor, B flat minor, B major, C sharp major, E flat minor, then F minor or F minor flat 5, and then F sharp major again. So now you've done that, right? Then with the first key you learned, you didn't go and play complex songs at first, right? You played basic songs. So take a basic song like Here I Am to Worship. So if you know the chords, right? So just play the chords. So the verse is 1, 5, 2, 6, 5, 4. So I'll go over again. So the same way you learn songs in your first key with the very basic songs is exactly how you do that in like this key we've just learned now, F sharp. Then as you get better and better in playing in F sharp, you can play more of the feels and styles that you do. Because you see, if you take what you learned from your first key, right? If you actually break down the chords you are playing. So let's say in C, for example, let's say I'm playing a, what chord should we use? Let's just say, so if I'm going to play this in C, right? So basically what I'm playing here is like a C major in this hand, right? With the 1, 5 and the 3 on top, and then in my right hand, I'm playing a C major, but in second inversion. So if I apply that in F sharp, so I'm going to play a 1 and a 5, and then the third, and then in my right hand, I'm going to play the same F sharp major in third inversion. So my 5 is going to be first, then the 1 and 3. So it's the same kind of way. So exactly what you played in your first key, dissect it in terms of what chords are you playing. Once you figured out the chords you're playing, then just take that into the new key you're learning. So by the time you do that for all the chords, then look, you've learned a brand new key. So when you really think about it, to play in all 12 keys, when you just say all 12 keys, it can sound like it's a very big task. But when you actually break it down, when you simplify it to how you learned your first key, then technically if you just kind of do that 11 more times, then you've got all your 12 keys. So yeah, I hope that's been very informative for you guys. And yeah, like, comment and subscribe if you found it very helpful. And yeah, I'd like to hear your feedback, because I've told these same steps to others and I believe it's worked well for them. So I believe it can work well for all of you watching as well. So thanks for watching, and yeah, stay blessed. And also, just to say, if you know anyone, right, who's interested in learning the keyboard, I've got a keyboard for beginners series. So I would advise all of you to check that out. And maybe if you thought I haven't explained things well in this video, I guess you can use a keyboard for beginners series as well, because I break down everything as if you're learning the keyboard from scratch. So if you go through all of that, then hopefully it would help you out. So yeah, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and yeah, see you later.